Where's Jack's game at? Apparently Jack is not going to be playing right now. He's going to be playing after this. So we're going to stream Oski versus Stizzy. After that, we're going to stream the apparently Jack Zapatos match. And we are ready to go with Oski versus Stizzy. Winner makes Salt Mine 3, Stage 3 main event. Loser will not. Oski's already got a couple of points to his name from Stage 1. He obviously was in Stage 2 as well. He's looking to make his 3rd straight stage. Stizzy looking to be the 2nd Spanish player to make his Salt Mine 3 main event. Tomic made Stage 2. Stizzy trying to make Stage 3 now. It would be his first run anything like this successfully. He's not made it to either of the promo relegation for Stage 2 or deep run in the closed qualifier for Stage 1. This is by far his best run yet. The delayed kickoff from Stizzy does get outplayed this time. Oski's going to play for the immediate goal. That was very aggressive. He could have gone for the boosted advantage. Instead, goes for the immediate shot, which has not worked on this occasion. Yeah, Oski's had a bit of an up and down day so far. Huge drama in his opening match against Rixie, Stizzy's countryman. And then losing out to Chorias, who's produced some of his best form in the most important stage of Salt Mine to date. Oh, look at this from Stizzy. Dribbles the ball into his own post. A very delicate post-pinch save there. Usually players fling themselves at the ball in those positions. Stizzy kept full control. Oski with an intelligent recovery back between the ball and his goal from the ceiling. Needs to stay active here though. Stizzy's got a boost advantage. Oski is active. Forces Stizzy back. Stizzy's got a good bounce to play with here, and he does go for it first time. For the aerial from distance, it's a lean back dunk attempt, which Oski doesn't fall for. We do remain at a 1-0 lead for Stizzy. Now, Oski is going to be a name most of you guys are familiar with if you have been following the EU1 scene for the past few years, if you have seen him play on my channel before. But Stizzy is definitely a newer name, especially in the 1 scene. This guy's already proven himself as one of the most talented up-and-comers in the European RLCS scene. And as Spain continues to become a deeper and deeper talent pool, Stizzy is rising to the very top of that group and establishing himself as one of the most consistent performers in EU. So to see him do something like this in 1v1 is actually not that surprising. I think a player as mechanical as him will always be able to transition to ones if they put the work in. And these are some great saves. Again, stops Oski on the goal line before forcing him back with a deadly counter. Stizzy makes it 2. Oski attempted to pass the ball to himself here off his own crossbar, but he accidentally hit the inside of the post instead of the crossbar, and he couldn't get back to it. Is Stizzy, who Rise said was up and coming, on Shocked? I don't think it was Rise, I think it was Joyo. Joyo on Shocked, the official podcast of Salt Mine 3. Joyo said that his, picks for players to watch in the last season that just happened for RLCS were Juicy, who Joyo, I think is rumored to now be teaming with on Moist, and Stizzy, who's continued to improve ever since Joyo said that. I don't think it's because Joyo said that, but yeah, Joyo was on the money with it. Stizzy's definitely the real deal. Oh my word! Oski's just deleted the ball on that play. Well, Stizzy's done a phenomenal job making goal line saves earlier in this game. Out of all the shots Oski's taken, 128 km/h mid-air flick is not going to be the easiest to save from that kind of range. Oski's still mechanical. Yeah, Oski's mechanical and confident. He's a terrifying player in ones because he does not stop. Look at these saves by Stizzy though, the double save as well. Stizzy on the counter, and I think he's going to get to this one. He is indeed. Very kind bounce for him. Stizzy's had some unbelievable saves in this first game. Showing he's not just a mechanical player on the attacking side, also extremely resilient. That explains the run he's had today, whereas Oski's had a bit of an up and down day. Stizzy's had all up with a win in the opening round and now a win in the follow-up round as well. He's on fire in Salt Mine 3. Whereas both these players are players who took down Rixie in the bracket. Oski 3-2 against Rixie in the upper bracket. Stizzy then played against that same player and disposed of him much more easily. It was 4-2, 7-4, 6-3. in those 3 games. The sweep for Stizzy against Rixie. Much more comfortable win than Oski had when he was playing against Rixie in the upper bracket. So Oski might have his work cut out for him here. Stizzy playing at an unbelievable level today. He's looked like the more consistent player in this first game. Oski usually steals the show with goal of the game, though. It doesn't usually matter what the result is. Oski will generally have the best goal, win or lose. And this one looking more like a loss. Oski easily intercepted as he tries to dribble the ball back. Demoed as well, just to make matters worse. Stizzy's starting to run away with game 1 in a so far impressive performance. Oski from distance, that's a hard hit, but not hard enough. Stizzy does get back to it, double taps it into his own back corner. Kind of convincing fake challenge there from Stizzy, but Oski didn't fall for it. Stizzy's going to skip past him though, and make it 7-2. It's really gotten away from Oski here, who was spotted going for a reverse challenge here. He was not hidden behind the ball as he might have thought. Stizzy had full vision and easily disposed of him. Even with a 5-goal lead, Stizzy's still mixing it up on the kickoff. This is fantastic stuff by him. He's shown an extremely well-rounded game here. Great saves, good strategical diversity. Very impressive mechanically, not just on the ball, but also with his boost management. Nearly stops that one as well, but Oski does fire through another flip reset. At this point, he needs to be going absolutely all in just about every single time. First time seeing and hearing of this Stizzy guy. Is he already in RLCS? Yeah, he's already in RLCS. Stizzy's been around the EU scene for quite a while now. But you know, if you don't watch EU RLCS, if you're only watching NA, or if you're only watching like the grand finals, or if you're only watching majors, you probably wouldn't have seen him. Because the best result that he's had so far was actually this off-season open. Stizzy was able to win that one with Team Magnifico, Atomic, who just lost earlier on today in this qualifier. Atomic, Stizzy, and Tox were able to win that. That was his biggest prize money result he got, I believe. I think his best RLCS result is top 8, which he got twice this season in Fall Regional 2 and Spring Regional 3. So a couple top 8s there for Stizzy. Once he used to play on a team called Aogiri, then he played on Monaco Esport. Yeah, his first, his Fall Cup top 8 team, if you're wondering, was VK Salin and Ocelon. And then his spring final regional of the season top 8 was again Ocelon, but also Dying, another Spanish player. So yeah, he's been around, and I think, you know, top 8 is far from the best this guy could produce. Stizzy's definitely, you know, regional winning caliber of player, in my opinion. One final reminder for the EU portion of today's stream to check out the nextrank.com using !TNR in Twitch chat or the YouTube comments, or rather the YouTube description, to find the link. We are of course going to be continuing with some NA matches after this, but if you're only staying up for EU, then remember to check it out after we're done here. Exclusive content for free, as well as a discount on the course's release if you do decide to sign up on the nextrank.com. So we've got updates for you guys on the NA bracket. We do have 2 matches happening right now for North America, as well as the one that we are currently casting in Europe. It's Swift 1-0 over Fast. You know, the rumors have it that the loser of that game is going to need to change their name. Fast might become slow after Swift is done with him. If Swift isn't careful, though, he might become sluggish. Yeah, a lot on the line there. Not just Salt Mine 3 Stage 3 tournament life, also naming rights. Where's Bolting? Yeah, Bolting would have also, I'm sure, been very interested in joining that little conversation. Speed as well. Probably the historical most successful player with some kind of movement in their name. Unless I'm forgetting someone, is there an even better one? Rapid, I suppose, is another relatively successful player. I would say Speed's career was a better professional career than Rapid's was. I mean, they're both kind of still on the, in and out of pro teams. Yeah, Turbo. I guess Turbo, but full name is Turbo Pulsa. So he's kind of half movement and half, Turbo Pulsa is half propulsion, half sausage. So it's not quite as pure. I think Speed probably wins it there over Rapid. I mean, Speed, that's no disrespect to Rapid. Speed won a LAN. Speed won a LAN in one of the most exciting years of Rocket League's history. 2019, Speed won WSOE with Cuxer and Mystic on Flipside Tactics. So I think that's got to be the best result anyone with propulsion name has had. Yeah, I have not gone down the list. A much better start for game 2 for Oski, but Stizzy also on the board, just past 1 minute into the game. But yeah, if Oski's going to have success here, he needs to find the kind of discipline that all the best ones players have right now. Obviously, when you're rolling, when you can produce plays like that one, it's good to keep the momentum going. But Stizzy's clearly shown that he's a very capable defender in the first game, and you don't want to walk into those kind of goal line saves that have counter-attacking potential on the back end. Stizzy's already scored with one. Low 50, goes for a second one there. He's really trying to condition Oski into expecting those kind of low plays. Oski's speed is undeniable here. Might be down a game, but the aggression is undeniable. Stizzy, fluid as ever with his recovery, beats Oski to the mid boost thanks to the fluidity of that save. Plays for the boost steal at the far corner now as Oski's boost begins to deplete. He's still doing a good job pathing over pads though, so he's going to have plenty to defend this attack with. It's about the next one and the one after that you might start having issues though, as Stizzy has stolen another big boost away. Low 50'd him again and does half flip the right way to set up a shot, which Oski can't deny. 2-2 Stizzy breaks Oski's defense. Oski looking to take the ball back to his corner. That's a good bounce for him. He's giving it away now. Stizzy follows through and bumps, actually demos Oski. The scores first time. No, he doesn't. Oski's got the recovery. That's still Stizzy in a very good position. He scored last time. He was able to break down Oski's defense from this kind of area. He only needed one reset to do it here. I think Stizzy was playing for the double reset, but Oski's pre-jump completely took him away from the ball. He was just floating harmlessly there. Stizzy had quite an easy job putting it over his head. Fake kickoff works out for Oski. Wants the pogo shot. Actually thought about it, and then when Stizzy advanced, Oski adapted. Really nice change up there by Oski. Stizzy still not caught out of position though, even though Oski changed his play in the middle of the play itself. I think Stizzy's hit the post. He has. Well, big mistake there. Completely missing an open net. Oski was outplayed in the midfield. Stizzy could not get the shots off in time. Oski testing his goalkeeping from distance, and it looks like Stizzy's not only got the save, but also the boost management to survive for a long time. He's almost up at 100 boost, despite Oski taking away another 100 in the back corner. It's just effortless defense from Stizzy. Creates an opening, decides to pass himself off the backboard, and now brings it down. Maybe not the right continuation from Stizzy. Loses control of the ball, and Oski's got plenty boost to play with. That's going to be a tight game. The early challenge got outplayed immediately. Oski could see Stizzy jumping. He could probably hear him jumping if he's got game sound on as well. Snipe the net. Again, fake kickoff from Oski. This time Stizzy spots it, shoots high, and steals the boost away. Oski's really struggled with the consistent defense today compared to Stizzy. And again, he's gone all in. Stizzy's outplayed him. He's going to slow roll him as well. It's a 1-goal lead for the Spaniard. Like I said earlier, he's trying to become the second Spanish player to make it into Salt Mine 3. We've had 2 English players already. Oski's one of them, the other being Toxic, and you know, if you count NA, Jack as well. You know, Oski's a dual national, English-Polish, so he's flying the Polish flag in the scoreboard. Stizzy's up 2-0 on him. It's that lower bracket run. It was atomic in the first promo relegation for Salt Mine 3 EU. Now it's Stizzy in this one. Once they've got momentum, they are so hard to stop, but it's a very interesting performance for Stizzy. You'd expect, you know, a Spanish player coming in to a 1v1 tournament. You wouldn't be in the minority. Oh my goodness, Stizzy's actually just hit him with it, hasn't he? Cat's bouncing in. Oh my word. That's a Salt Mine 3 first, ladies and gentlemen. Rebound, redirect from point blank range. There was not a lot of time to adjust to that one. Oski says I was not, what did he say? I'm not familiar, I was not familiar with your game. Stizzy is a madman. I was about to say that if you thought a Spanish player is just going to come in here, ball chase, bomb, be aggressive, you wouldn't be, you know, historically mistaken. But when it comes to 1v1 in Salt Mine 3, they've been calculated, they've been smart, they've picked their spots. They've been so clinical. That's a beautiful play by Oski, by the way. He's still in game 2, fighting for his tournament life. 14 seconds to go. Oski needs a strong kickoff possession. He's not going to get a very strong one. He's got the ball, but this is a very difficult position to score from. He's going to go for something here. How do you outplay Stizzy from here? You don't. Stizzy spots the opening and confirms the game 2 win. It's triple match point. Stizzy is on fire, and he is just 1 game away from Salt Mine 3 main event. Do we have any, Ben, do we have any updates from the NA bracket matches? I think we should have at least one, because we didn't have the first game. We do. Okay, let's see what's happening over there. Stizzy with a dominant performance in that game against Oski, according to the next rank post-game stats. Game score is a little bit closer, but let's take a look at the bracket. We do have a couple matches happening at the same time as this. Fast is equalized in the Fast versus Swift match, and we've also got the Skippy versus Forky match ongoing on Fear's channel. Skippy has taken game 1 against Forky. That's the one question mark we have today. Is, was Skippy's run yesterday something you can replicate? And if you can get a, you know, if you can get a win against Forky, I think that would cement him as one of the best players, one of the guys up and coming in NA. They're really good stuff by him. He just took game 2. Skippy's up 2-0. Well, Skippy. You know, Zapatos has just been a bit of a demon in these qualifiers. He was immense in the closed qualifiers, swept the entire thing for stage 1, and then looked fantastic in the promo relegation last time as well, even eliminating Ray's Bull. So can't judge that loss to Zapatos too harshly. Zapatos really is just that guy when it comes to qualifying for Salt Mine 3. When does Jack play? Jack plays immediately after this. So as soon as we're finished with Oski versus Stizzy, we're going to be casting apparently Jack versus Zapatos. Then we'll be following the loser of that match down to the lower bracket, where they will be playing one of Skippy, Forky, Fast, or Swift. Yeah, use the squad stream if you want to keep up to date with all the matches that are currently happening. We've got this one in EU, and we've got a couple in NA, all at the same time. Bit of overlap with the promo relegation stage of the competition. I hope you guys don't mind it. We don't overlap NA and EU for the main events, of course. Clean wave dash recovery kickoff for Stizzy. He initially went 2 down in game 2 before coming back to win it with plenty of time to spare, of course. Now he's looking to replicate that in game 3 as well. Stizzy with a nice turn and wave dash there. Shots off the bar. Oski's got no boost. Stizzy calls his bluff and scores his first goal. Good read though by Stizzy there. He knows that if Oski did have boost, he would have jumped already. There's no real reason to say no to that opportunity to take a shot from that range. So he just knew when Oski didn't go, there's a good chance he's on exactly 0 or very close to 0. Oski with a follow-through demo, and he had a boost advantage. Critical move there to prevent Stizzy from taking control. Oski with one pop. Stizzy fakes a challenge, loops around to take the ball off him. What an introduction this is. You know, I just realized, I mentioned earlier on, I think this is the first time, is this the, no, it's not the first 2v, or the first time I've had Stizzy on my stream. I've casted him in 2v2. Played a bunch of 2v2 with Atomic on my channel. He's played, you know, other 2v2s as well. I'm pretty sure this is the first, no, it's not the first 1v1 either. No, I've casted him against Jorius, haven't I? It's all coming back to me. So this may be the introduction to Stizzy for some people. He's actually nearly one-upped himself there. I can't believe his consistency with these point-blank range redirects. This is actually unbelievable. Like that one he was doing mid-flip, and he still nearly gets it. But yeah, Stizzy's if this is your introduction to him, it's probably impressing. And he does once again. The crazy thing is, he doesn't look like he's overstepping the mark to do this. His boost management, his efficiency with his movement, it's all there. He's able to really threaten his opponent from various positions without overstepping the mark. That's a very interesting play. Oski's tried a bunch of fake kickoffs, and Stizzy started to get the better of him in that regard. So Stizzy anticipated Oski going away from the fake kickoff and used one himself. Funnily enough, it hasn't worked out. Oski with no boost outplays Stizzy. That's a great started shot actually by Oski. Very nicely done. The Spanish Zen. It's unfair to compare anyone to Zen after what Zen did it. I mean, not unfair to Zen. It's unfair to the player you're comparing to Zen. You know, unfair expectations. Yeah, Stizzy's definitely, I think, the #1 prospect coming out of Spain right now. There's quite a few of them, though. Spain's definitely on the rise in the Rocket League world. An ever-growing population of talent. Stizzy. Perfect shot. 3-3. Oski thought he had time to grab mid-boost, but he did not. I don't know if it would have mattered if he went all the way back. Stizzy would have still had a very difficult shot for him to save. CRR is the best player from Spain right now. Well, yeah, definitely CRR's had the most success by quite a long way in the past season. Yeah, Stizzy is more of a, you know, a prospect. CRR's not a prospect. He's already been at the very top for quite a while. Stizzy just a few minutes away from Salt Mine 3. If he could take the advantage here, Oski testing him. Trying to keep him guessing. Stizzy boxing him out now. The fight becomes for the mid-boost. Oski says no to that engagement. Keeps the ball in the back corner instead. He might have just lost control of it though. Actually, Stizzy's the one who lands in an awkward position. Oski gets it past him, and he will go up for 3. That was well executed by Oski in close quarters. Stizzy thought he was going to be the one tripping up Oski, but he didn't get it right. He actually landed too far in front of him. Oski bumped him out of the way. Delayed kickoff by Stizzy. Oski looking for the immediate shot. It does test Stizzy. Stizzy waited a long time before saving that one, and that opens the door for Oski's follow-up. I think Stizzy was waiting to see, was this going to bounce before the goal line so he could just catch it, but it wasn't even close. I mean, he had to hit that. By waiting late, he couldn't recover quickly. And now Oski's fake kickoff's been hard read. Stizzy spotted it a mile away. Great vision by Stizzy. I mean, Oski's tried this a couple times, quite a few times this series even. Still Stizzy prepared to shoot directly when Oski tries it again. Now, 4 boost for Oski. Looking to get through at the near post. Stizzy, the half flip counter attack. That is unbelievable. How has he controlled this? It looked like he was landing out of position, but suddenly Stizzy turns the game around. with a defensive half flip to dispossess Oski. 55 seconds to go. It's all Stizzy in this series so far. Looking to make it 3 straight series wins and qualify for Salt Mine 3. You know, speaking of win streaks, he didn't go on a win streak quite as long as Atomic yesterday in order to make it in here. But he was only 1 win off of it. Atomic won, what was it, 6 series in a row? And then 3 straight in the lower bracket of promo relegation. Stizzy won 5 in a row yesterday. He beat Rise 2-0, he beat Lassa 2-0, that's another up-and-coming Spanish player. He beat Grama 3-0, one of Italy's best ones players. He beat Hyder 3-0, Salt Mine 3 Stage 2 promo relegation player Hyder 3-0. And then he even beat Shadi, a main event player from Salt Mine 3 Stage 1. So Stizzy's Trail of Destruction is one of the most impressive that we've seen so far. He's looking to add Oski to the list. Oski only has 1 more play in regulation, or it will be the end of his Salt Mine 3 run. Stizzy backing him up into a corner, and that's going to be it if Stizzy lets it drop. He does, and he advances to Salt Mine 3 main event. GG's, sweeping Oski in the final round. He only dropped 1 game today in the promo relegation tournament, and that was to Atto. He swept Rixie, swept Oski to finish off an incredibly impressive run. So he gets to go into one of the groups of death for EU. That's exciting, though. I'm glad that we get to see Stizzy, you know, fulfilling his potential. He's always looked like he's got that capability, and now he finally does show that he's at that level. Post-series highlights brought to you by Chalkcast. It's you know, a bunch of worldies. For only 3 games, this is going to be quite the collection of goals for you guys to enjoy. You know, I did say at the start of the match that it doesn't usually matter. You know, win or lose, Oski tends to have the highlight of the match, but today that also belongs to Stizzy. So he took the series and also gets goal of the series, which had Oski commenting, I did not, or I'm sorry, I underestimated your game. If not familiar with your game, I got the meme wrong. But let's take a look at the EU bracket, the final EU bracket of the day for the promo relegation tournament. That's the last promo relegation for Salt Mine 3. That is the stage 3 players confirmed. It's Jorias and Stizzy both making their Salt Mine 3 main event debut. Let's see what groups they landed in. I know some of you guys saw this earlier on, but for anyone who didn't, these are the groups. Jorias in the group of death and Stizzy also in the group of death. So, you know, they're both going to have a great time, I'm sure. But yeah, Stizzy, I don't even know who's got the group of death there. They're both, I'd say maybe Stizzy marginally harder in my opinion group, but he came through lower bracket, so that makes sense. Yeah, they're both ridiculous. I mean, just look at that. I'll tweet it later if you want to see again. I'll be tweeting out the bracket, the groups once NA is confirmed as well. So yeah, follow me on Twitter for that. Is a group of death? Yeah, I think A is probably the group of death. Looking at more recent results, Group A, yes, because Ruas, Drali both got top 4. But then so did Nas and TRK. And then before that, it was Moxie Zen final. I mean, it's very close. It's actually super close, even going off recency. It's so stacked. It's just so stacked.